everyone, what's going on? I'm Jay Sims, and welcome back to Cruising Louisiana, an American Truck Simulator. You might notice the background is a little bit different than the standard garage. That is because the Woven Wonders of Winterland event has started. There's unique depots, total deliveries. You have to do 15 of those with 5 unique depots. I'm not going to do that. It involves warping into these lands that don't exist, and I'm not really down with that. So we are going to continue on with Cruising Louisiana. We do have 4 cities left to do, and before I get started, I have to really apologize for a pretty major mess up on my part. I did a job from, I believe it was Lake Charles or Alexandria. I think it was Lake Charles. Yeah, it had to be Lake Charles because there was a accident up in this area, or this area here, that sent me all the way down here on these state highways, which wasn't entirely a bad thing, because in this area right here there is a city that's not even on the map. I don't remember the name of it, but I went through it. I took a lot of pictures. It was a real long episode, hour and a half. I'll put the pictures up as I'm talking about this, but we saw a lot along the way, including this little town. And then we made our way down to Port Fourchon, which is down here, with a lot of cool stuff as well. But in the process of cleaning up my old video clips and videos from last week, I accidentally deleted it. So there is no hour-and-a-half long episode to Port Fourchon through the country. Kind of bummed out about that, to be honest with you, just because there was so much to see, as you can tell by the pictures. But accidents happen, and that was a pretty major one, so we are going to move on. I want to try and get something out of BP that goes somewhere. We haven't gone to Houma yet. I know that when I looked at it at the end of the last episode, there was a load that went from Port Fourchon to Houma, which didn't qualify because it wasn't long enough, but it would go to Houma, and then we could take something from Houma somewhere else that we haven't been. So right now we are in Port Fourchon. I want to try and get something out of BP if I can. So this is what I'm looking for. This is going back to Jonesboro. Port Fourchon to Fort Smith, Arkansas. 589 miles. I'd kind of like to stay in Louisiana. BP to Little Rock. BP to Lubbock, Texas. Lufkin, Texas, Monroe, Louisiana. I think we've been there before. I'm gonna have to check that. I may be taking that load there. Did we go to Monroe yet? I believe we did. Yes, we did. Okay. So Houston, Monroe, Beaumont, Lufkin, Beaumont, Alexandria. We've been there. Beaumont, New Orleans, we've been there. How long is that? It wouldn't count. I mean, I'm looking for a real quick one. to get me up there to a place I haven't been yet. And I don't think I'm going to get it. Houma. There we go. Scissor lift from BP to Houma. Pays $1,500. Not going to count because it's only 76 miles. But the reason why I'm going there is I think there's some type of tunnel or something that you can go through. And I want to check that out. Plus, going to Houma will put us in a position to deliver to another city we haven't been to, like Baton Rouge. Haven't been to Baton Rouge yet, and I think you get something special for doing something to Baton Rouge. So we're going to go and grab this load here out of BP and go to Houma and see what Houma has to offer. Okay, before we do that though, whenever there's an update to the game, it makes you park somewhere. This just happened to make me park at a dealership. So I am going to repair the truck. Services, I'm going to just do this, repair all. That would cost $957. That would replace everything. It would go from 9 to 0, 9 to 2. Let's just replace everything. Now, I've got the money, so we'll do that. There we go. Everything is replaced. So now we can go and grab that load. Get the truck started. Get our lights on. And head on out. We are going to have to sleep, but we can do that on the way back. I want to get the load first. I'm going to have to fuel too. I guess I could always come right back here, but there's a kind of a scuzzy-ass truck stop up the road. Oops. I think I just cut someone off. You know, whatever. There's a scuzzy truck stop up the road, so we can check that out. I mean, the scenery in the port was really cool, as you saw by the pictures. There was a video, too. We do have to cross over a pretty sizable bridge to get out of Port Fourchon, so we're going to be doing that as well. But there is the main port down there. There's lots of ships. This is probably the coolest port I've seen in this game so far. So big credit to the developers for making an extremely cool... Oh, it's a new passage. I think I am absolutely lost now. I didn't mean to go that way, but I don't know where I'm going. I guess we're about to find out. It looks like it just kind of goes around the bend here. Well, that wasn't overly impressive. I wonder if I could drive up on the grass and go over that. Somehow I doubt it. So where exactly am I supposed to go here? I don't think I go down there. Maybe I do. Maybe this is a ferry, and I just missed the turn. Yeah, that's probably more likely. Yeah. Port Fourchon Island Ferry. All right. Oh, okay. That's a ferry. It's like a barge, but whatever. flat bottom barge. So we're about to ride the Fourchon Island ferry to view possible travel destinations. Fourchon Island. Okay, there we go. I guess Fourchon Island isn't really an overly exciting place to go where there'd be more cars on the ferry. Wouldn't just be me. Here we go. It is the Fourchon Island Ferry. Busy port here. Okay. Can I go? I guess not. Oh, alrighty. BP is the only thing out here, so... And there it is right there. Pretty big place. This actually put me up over 100 miles to the delivery as it moved us out here to the island. It would be something if it did. It would cost me one city though, because if I take something out of Houma somewhere else, that's going to be 2 cities. There's our trailer over there. Gotta go around to get it. My guy's gonna start yawning soon, so we gotta get back to that truck stop. We're gonna be leaving in the middle of the night, but that is okay, I guess. We have our lights on here so I don't get a ticket. Looks like I do. Yep. Looking good. It is 77 miles, so this will not count. Where do we have to go? We have to go to the truck stop, which is right there. That should be a place I could, because I'm going to have to stop there on the way out and fuel. But this goes up and then over here to, looks like Swift where we're delivering to. There is this down here we could check out. So it won't be a, 15-minute episode. After the hour-and-a-half one that I deleted. Right there. So from Houma, Baton Rouge, De Ritter, and Lafayette. Those are the 3 destinations I'm going to be looking for. I don't know if they are far away. I think Baton Rouge would probably count. De Ritter would probably count. Lafayette wouldn't. So Baton Rouge or De Ritter is my hopes for Houma, and that'll count for 2. But right now we got to get to that truck stop and get a good night rest or a good mid-afternoon rest, and we'll probably be starting about 2 o'clock in the morning. But that's alright, I guess. We do have a scissor lift on our truck right now. Looks like it's not very long of a trailer either, so that could be a good thing. Hopefully the ferry's not on the other side. And we have to wait for it. Probably a pretty light load too. That would be my guess. Alright, so thanks BP. I am so miffed at myself for deleting that video. But you saw the highlights, so. Let's see, is the ferry here? Yes, it is. And I'm the only one on it again. Wait here for ferry. All right. We're gonna take the ride back over. Possible travel destinations, Port Fourchon. There we go. Okay, so there's our scissor lift. We are on the ferry. I am gonna go to the truck stop and get some sleep, and I will see you bright and early in the middle of the damn night. Alright, 1 a.m. is when we are starting our day today. Not a long drive, but what if I could just wait and get fuel up there? That might be a way to go. Yeah, I can just wait and get fuel up there. And I bet this is probably something I would have to come around like this to see. So maybe, just maybe, I will do that. But for right now, gotta get swifter. Their shit. I should see this place. I have to remember to include a picture of the this actual truck stop here. It's beat up and dilapidated. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it at night like this, but remnants of Katrina for real. I mean, this place is beat to hell. And there's a lot of places that I saw that were like this. See? Real quick. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't like driving at night. I don't like it in real life either. The only bonus being there's no traffic whatsoever. Wasn't a lot of traffic on the way in. Apparently Port Fourchon's not overly busy. But I can't see the trailer back there. Only very, very lightly in the mirror. And it's unfortunate that this wouldn't count. But in a way, it'll probably benefit me in the long run. So there's a fuel stop up here. I don't think I'm really going to need it. I'm gonna skip it for now. We'll go to Houma. Get our fuel there. This is the very long bridge that was in the pictures. And unfortunately you can't see. I mean, I guess I could have taken 2 breaks. And it would have been 11 o'clock in the morning. But I guess sometimes you gotta just roll with the punches and start your day at 1:30. Why not? Yeah, but there's a ton of stuff out there. See? Look at that. Sometimes it say 3:05 we're gonna get there. So technically I could take a break. Start at 1 in the afternoon. Kind of get back on track a little bit. I guess. There's tolls here. And some pretty sharp curves right in the middle of the bridge. 10 miles an hour. Luckily there's nothing coming. There we go. You can kind of see some stuff out there. Lots of boats. Call David. Out of Port Fourchon we go. Damn, I can't believe I deleted that episode. I mean, I guess I could have gone through the video thing there at that truck stop again, but you wouldn't see anything being night at all, so. Traffic whatsoever. Except for him. This is going to be a very long time on the expressway here. Yeah, we got to get off right here. Whoops. And turn left. That skipping's getting on my nerves. Might be time for a computer upgrade. Or at least a computer servicing. Streaming a Hunter game that OBS had some issues, and I think it might have to do with asking a lot for my computer all at once with all these very large games installed. I think it's like 80 gigabytes. Hunter is 110, and I got a bunch of other ones for my gaming channel too, so maybe once I start pulling some of the games off there as I finish series and stuff, maybe it'll improve. Houma discovered. Industrial area in Houma. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Alrighty, and then we just... There's Swift right up here. That's where we gotta figure out where they want it. Quick and easy. Okay, where do you want your scissor lift? Right there. Okay. It shouldn't be too bad, I guess. Not a lot of room, but that's all right. At least they didn't put us right in the corner. Ran over the curb, but we're at a Swift place, so that curb's probably in pieces. And just angle right up into the corner up there. That should be good. It's not a very big trailer. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay. Overkill. Overcorrected. Way too far ahead. It's alright. Straighter. Yep. Against the building, set the brakes, drop the trailer. See what we got here. 80 miles, 33 minutes, fuel consumed 13 gallons. We got $1,500 for that, 192 experience. So we are 148 away from our next level. Let's see what we have for jobs here. Houma. Should probably make sure I know where I want to go here. All right, I did find this here going to DeRidder. It's 166 miles, so it will count. So I am going to take this load right now. Well, we might as well do it here. See how far we have to go to get it. Down there. And then DeRidder is right up here. So, all right, so what I'm going to do here is I am going to go up here, fuel up my truck, and then we'll end the episode with this video. So we will see you for whatever this is. It might not be that fantastic because it's the middle of the night, but we are down here, and we are going to check it out. So a quick and easy little episode, kind of a repositioning episode. We only made $1,500, so it'll probably pay for the fuel to get up here. And we'll finish off with this video here and do the actual load in the next episode, which will probably also be a short one. So, hope you enjoyed it. Once again, apologies for the lack of Port Fourchon backroads adventure trip, but like I said, shit happens, and it happened pretty bad there. So guys, I'm Jay Sims. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.